What's up, y'all? What's good? Welcome to the What Up Doe Show. It's your boy Dame D.
And your boy E Skeezy.
Today we're going to be joined with a special guest. Today we're going to be talking about an incident that happened. I forget where at, but it was somewhere down south. You had a little boy that came home with his nails painted pink. But I'll go ahead and let my guest introduce himself to the show.
It's Real Talk with Big Dave. I'm your host. I'm your boy, Big Dave.
Okay. Thank you for joining the show, Big Dave.
What up, though?
Yep. So I got this. This was an article that was put on Facebook. So I'm going to read off the article to you guys, and we'll go ahead and speak our commentary on that after that. Here we go. Glendale Elementary lost their damn mind. I did not give anyone permission to polish my son nails. What the fuck are y'all trying to encourage a 6-year-old boy to polish his nails? I don't give a damn if it's career day, not a fucking pink with glitter. Why not just let the girls polish each other nails? I'm not judging anyone for their beliefs, but little boys should not be exposed to polishing their nails. Hey, at fucking school. I will be at the superintendent office Monday morning. So East Skeezy, I'm gonna go in and let you lead that off. You heard what the parent said, and that was coming from a female parent at that. Give me your thoughts and let me know what you think about that situation.
Damn. Come on. At least it could have been just a clear coat. But you talking about pink? This crazy. My kid come home with his nails painted pink. I'm going up to the school the same day. Matter of fact, I'm camping out. I'm gonna be the one opening up the door, holding the bags for whoever got the keys. I'm gonna be in the office first thing. Like, it's unacceptable. I mean, they doing all kinds of stuff in school, but it starts with the meetings that we don't go to, them committee meetings. They teaching kids how to put condoms on bananas in the fifth grade.
Right.
And they don't care.
Yeah, see,
You
and these are
know,
some of the things that we're going to talk about. But Big Dave, I want to ask you that same question. What is your thoughts on that situation? If you had a child that was in school and your child came home with their nails painted pink, how would you react and how would you address the school?
All right. Angry, furious. I'll be up at the school, A1, right at the front door. Matter of fact, I'll be in the office in his chair. Because
Right.
at the end of the day, you do not send my child home with his nails painted. Number one, you went
Right.
on, you didn't ask no parents, you didn't discuss it with no parents, you just made them believe it's okay for them to have their nails painted as a little boy.
Right.
No, that's not acceptable. That's not acceptable. It starts with the parent, ends with the parent. I got to know everything.
Right. And this is something that we talked about earlier. You have to be involved in your kid's school, because the government is allowing the school to implement these acts, so if you're not aware of what your kids are doing, what curriculum they're studying or they're having at school, they'll put this bullshit in, because just a few years ago, we spoke about this. The schools were allowing for transgender men to come in and tell and speak stories to the kids, to 5 and 6 year olds, and the parents had no idea that this was going on, So, I want you to elaborate that on that, that the schools are allowing the kids to partake and they're actually making this part of the curriculum.
all right, I'm glad you said that because as you were speaking about it earlier, this what came to me. Uh, they trying to make us wear what they throwing out the closet, and I'm a take you back to when we was kids, hand me downs. You know what I mean? Uh, when your mama went to the Goodwill and got anything, you wasn't feeling it. You know what
Right.
I mean? But they sort of like made us wear it, so we had to accept it. we had to walk around sociably in it, you know. And that's pretty much what they doing with this LGBTQ, and you got to be careful with
You break it
speech.
up,
So
E.
how's it free all of a sudden?
Right.
How's the speech free? You know, the LGBTQ, all of that, you you have to accept it now. You got to wear those clothes. You know, heard the people say they was in the closet. Okay, they coming out the closet. Now they want you to accept what they throwing out of the closet. What was it in the closet for in the first place? Because it wasn't no good to you. You see what I'm saying? Them clothes wasn't no good. You ain't had no use for them. But now you want to bring them out the closet and make somebody else wear them. Clothes that you didn't even want to wear.
Right. You know, so
That's
and I'll
real
give my
talk.
opinion on what I think. If that happened to if one of my children came home, meaning my son, if my son came home and his nails was painted pink, I will be up to that school that day, you know, going at that teacher, you know, because you know, you had no right, you didn't inform me what was going on. I don't give a fuck what day is going on. You know, my child will not be involved in those type of activities, you know. And basically, like we talked about this earlier, Big Dave, they're brainwashing the kids, you know, into these acts, into this shit, you know, and
Yeah.
involving them at an early age. So you have to be the first teacher to your children, you know, because if not, you'll allow the school to usher in thoughts and acts like this. You know what I mean? So Big Dave, I'm allow you to, you know, iterate on basically what, you know, what I was just talking about, you know, far as
Right.
how the school is allowing all this shit to go on and happen.
I'm just saying, what do kids usually do? They emulate what they see other people do.
Facts.
So if they are making these kids believe this is normal, this is everyday life, and it's okay, what do you think they're going to believe? That's why they're doing it at a young age. That's why it starts with the parent and end with the parent. The parent should be up at the school activities. The parent should be part of the school so they can know what's going on, unless the school was sneaky and put this stuff out without the parents even knowing. And then you're going too far, because what I don't like about the situation, they have made it hard for us to discipline our children,
Right.
or we can basically go to jail, but the school can do something that's criminal and get away with it.
And get away with it.
That's
Yeah,
not
you know.
acceptable.
So and that goes back to what I was saying. We have to watch these curriculums that they're teaching our children. We have to be involved with our kids' education, and you have to be at the PTAs, you know, and involved, you know, because other than that, you're gonna they're gonna sneak in this bullshit, you know. So East Keys, I'll allow you to elaborate a little bit more on this topic.
I mean, my kids learned their ABCs at home, so when they got to school, they knew their ABCs. My kids learned how to count, and they was potty trained before they went to school. So you should be already teaching them what the teacher is helping them learn. You know, so they go to school equipped. So if it's anything other than what you teaching them, they gonna say, "Hey, that ain't right. My mama taught me like this, or my daddy taught me like this." And that could be an argument they'll bring up to you when they see the difference in the teaching. But if you let teachers teach them first and they come home, they're going to be telling you what they learned. You
Right.
see what I mean?
Yeah.
So like you
Real
said,
talk.
the teaching starts at home, you
Right.
know, and they just go to school to get enhanced. But
Right.
you know, everything starts at home pretty
Exactly.
much.
You know, so
Exactly.
therefore, when your child come across some bullshit like that, they'll be able to differentiate the bullshit from, you know, from what you taught them. You know, they're going to always go back to, you know, what you taught them first. You know, well, my
You
mom or
you
my
said
dad
it
taught me
earlier.
that, you know, this is the right way. Go ahead, Easy.
You said it earlier, but this is they teaching the kids because this is what they want the future to look like.
Right.
You
Exactly.
know, all of this running around. And I was even watching this cartoon that I believe you was telling me about, and you didn't even know. It's Gracie's Corner.
Oh
And
yeah,
they had a man on there
a
with
transgender man.
long
Yeah.
hair and lipstick. It was Big Frida.
Right.
And my son, he was only 4 at the time. He said, "Man, Daddy, that That man dressed up like a woman.
Right.
I
See,
said,
and that's
wow.
crazy because you informed me about that. I did not even know that, and this is what they're
Right,
doing. They're putting things like they've even involved this, for kids that's not even in school yet, for the kids that's watching Gracie's Corner. Those are for like 2, 3 year old kids, you know what I mean? So they're trying to
right.
get in our babies and our kids' brain early, yeah, I want you to elaborate on that, Big Dave. They're starting with just the things that me and East were just elaborating. They're putting transgender men and kids, baby kids cartoons. So they're starting even earlier than just grade school. So if you're
Yeah.
not involved in your kids schooling, the stuff things like this will happen. So you have to pay attention. So yeah, Dave, I want you to elaborate a little bit more on that.
Like I said, if you as a parent not doing your job as a parent, your kid is going to lose, and you're going to lose too. Because these kids emulate what they see, they listen to other people when you're not giving them the voice they need at home and the care that they need at home.
Right.
So you have to, as a parent, you have to teach these kids everything. Like he said, if you start at home with all this stuff, they should already know how to be prepared when they go to school. And
Hmm.
then
Right.
you have to do more. You have to be involved in the school. You have to be involved in that community by that school. You have to know everything that's going on, basically like you're a news reporter these days, because see, social media has came in and took over the world
Right.
easily. See, and people keep saying the world is getting crazier. No, it ain't the world that's getting crazy. It's the people that's in it.
Right.
And that's a
Yeah,
Right.
that's definitely a fact. So I'll give you the last words on this skis and we can go ahead and close this one out.
I mean, they are trying to transform. That's why you got to be renewed by your mind. You know what's wrong, what's right. Wrong got a way of making you feel shame, even if ain't nobody around. And when you right, you want everybody to know. So I said all that to say, if it was in the closet, it was in the closet for a reason, because it's wrong. And now they trying to make us feel like it's right. They pouring, it's like cell phones. At first, you admired somebody with a cell phone back in the day. You're like, dang, they must be a doctor or a lawyer. But now everybody got cell phones. They made them so common that the value even went down. You see what I mean? So now it's so common on TV, the value of the hatred of it went down. We supposed to accept it now. You can get removed or all your endorsements are gone for talking about it. So people are walking on eggshells around shame, around wrong, but they want us to embrace it and accept it when it's wrong. So they forcing it on our kids now. So when they grow up, the generation won't hate it as much as we did. That's all they doing.
Yeah,
that's
well, look,
crazy. And
go
that's
ahead, Dave.
crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. One thing, yeah, that's crazy. That the thing is that they trying to normalize this thing like it's
Right,
normal. And
Right,
it's not. We're not trying to knock nobody for their preference or whatever they trying to do. That's them. But at the
right,
end of the day, you're not going to brainwash my child and make him believe that it's normalized and this is
right,
what happens every day. That's not right. And I'm
right.
not going to allow it. Not with mine.
Yeah, exactly. So and they're playing with on dangerous grounds, I should say, because most of us who's against that shit is not going to stand up. I mean, going to allow that to happen. We're going to stand up, and we're going to be up there at those schools, So they're going to try to always sneak shit like this in. So you have to be, definitely watch what's going on and actually, be present in your child's in school in your child's school. So you got to be there at the PTAs to see what's going on, in their curriculums because they're sneaking a lot of this stuff in. Even with the programs that they're watching on YouTube and TV. They're sneaking
right,
in. So you have to be involved in your child's education. First. Therefore, a lot of this stuff won't be able to get past. But no, this is sick. You know, we're dealing with a lot of sick people. You know, who's ushering and stuff in. You know, like Big Dave said, we're not against your preference of, you know, your what sex or whatever you got going on, you know, but you're not going to usher that in on our kids. You know, we're going to stand up for that, and we're going to always talk about that, you know, especially over here on the
Okay.
What Up Though show. You know, before we end the show, we need you guys to like, comment, subscribe, and share. You know, Big Dave, let everybody know what you got going on and where they can reach you at.
Well, you know, I'm up and coming in this podcast game, and I got a lot of stuff going on. I got a whole lot of topics, and I got a lot of real stuff. So I'm gonna wow you. I'm gonna knock you out your seats. I'm coming. So you can catch me on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Big Dave Crawford, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, Real Talk with WIT, Big Dave. Me and my co-host gonna shake it up.
There we go.
Real talk.
Yeah, and like I said, I appreciate you for coming on the show again, Dave. You know, it's been a good talk. You know, I enjoyed the conversation. You know, and like I said, you know, we gotta watch this shit, you know, because they trying to take over with this bullshit with our kids, you know, and it start with the kids. You know, so we gotta watch what's going on. East Keys, giving them last word, giving them the word of the day.
Word of the day is break it down. You gotta break it down. You know, you can't just accept something whole and think it's gonna be good. I'm gonna talk to the grown-ups and the kids at the same time. You know how we get it, we take it out, we break it down before we roll it up. So before you roll them up and send them out, you gotta break it down. And when I say break it down, when they come home from school, break down their day with them. Ask them how was their day. Did they have any dislikes or any arguments? Was the teacher mean? Was she nice? Did she cuss at you? You know, if your kid's old enough to respond, then they should be able to tell you these things. I don't let my kid go to a babysitter if my kid can't talk to me and tell me if this babysitter been mean, nice, you know, if they try to touch you, any of that. So you got to break it down with your kids. Break it down.
There we go. Break it down. So, like I said, I want to thank everybody who joined. For everybody who watched the show, I want to thank our guest again, Big Dave. I want y'all to go out there and subscribe to Big Dave's channel. It's called Big Real Talk with Big Dave. He's on all social media platforms: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. You know, it's been another one. It's your boy Dame D,
And your boy E Skeezy.
and we are out. Peace.
Holla.